Hey everyone, welcome back to my channel. I'm here to show you my everyday carry that I've been using for quite some time now. This is the passport size traveler's notebook from Traveler's Company in the color black, and I absolutely love this leather. I got it for Christmas from my husband, and I don't know if you can tell, but it is starting to patina nicely. It's getting shiny. So in my last video, was using this passport size Stalogy that I had cut down at home, and this did work well. Like it was fine. My issue was, this is a half year Stalogy. My issue was that this has my monthlies, weeklies, and dailies in it, which is great for putting it into my pocket, carrying it around like I was doing. But now that I'm reaching the end of this book, I'm getting anxious about possibly missing things. I like things that can carry for a longer span of time. So I'm trading in, or I have traded in, that Stalogy, which I was housing in this cover. I've traded it in for a monthly insert, a weekly insert, and a daily insert. And the daily insert, obviously, I will burn through pretty quickly. But the monthly will last all year, and the weekly, it's 6 months at a time. So, that being said, I tried to order the monthly from Traveler's Company through Amazon, and after a week of waiting for it to ship, they canceled my order because they didn't have it in stock. So I decided to make my own using a Moterm gridded insert that was included with an order that I got. And I actually took some of the pages out because it was just thicker than I needed it to be, and I didn't want it to be that thick. So I have decorated it all up here with all of my little journaling supplies, and I love it. I think it's super cute. I put this together late at night, and yeah, so basically I drew out the months, most of the months, and then when I went in to write in the months and the dates, I for some reason skipped 2 months. So I started January 3 months in. So instead of drawing out more, I just got to October and then put November and December in the front. And that is just going to have to be good enough because I'm not changing it. So yeah, this is a really basic monthly, and this will last me all year. I don't use my monthly a ton, but I'm very comforted when I have it. So that's that insert, nothing crazy. Then my weekly, this one is from Traveler's Company, and I've just decorated it. It is a little tricky to decorate because the cover is, it feels like plastic. Things don't stick to it very well. So I had to put packing tape over top of these other things to hold them on. These on the back are okay because they're vinyls. Granted, they're cheap vinyls, so they still might come off. But so far, so good with those. But just, it's worth noting that things don't stick to whatever material the weekly is made out of very well. Whereas this Moterm one is just like craft cardstock. So, jumping in here, I have my little yearly, which is great, but this still, there's not enough room for this to comfort me to have this all year. I feel like I would need more. So that's why I have the monthly. And then the actual weeklies will last for 6 months. And then you have to get a second insert. This is the undated one, but I believe the dated one is also only 6 months. I like the undated one because the one that's dated has, what does it have here? Like a monthly calendar or something where you can't write here. So it makes this space down here smaller, and I like to have this full space to write things for next week, things to focus on this week, things to do, things to buy. It really just depends on the week. Some weeks it just ends up being like deco. So we'll just do a quick flip here. And this is working great. My plan is to try to use this weekly more and write a little smaller. So maybe I won't need dailies as often. I don't know how that's going to work out. Because every time I say that I'm just like here, like, oh, I'm going to write smaller. It is a little smaller, but it still doesn't replace my daily. When I'm in the mood for a daily, it means I'm in the mood to be super productive. I have a lot going on, and it's hard to make this a replacement. Maybe on other days where I don't feel like I need a daily, but if I'm using my daily insert, it's because I have a ton going on, and it's hard to fit all of that in my handwriting in this. Although I do think for being passport size, this layout is great, and you do get quite a bit of space. I have big handwriting. So flipping on, here is a daily insert. This one was for February. So this adorable sticker of a cat like holding class to a couple of kittens is from the Antiquarian sticker book. It's the like bibliophile or something version. It has some wacky stickers in there, but some of them are like weird and a little gross, but a lot of them are like weird vintage, like cute weird. I don't know. So because these inserts are going to be changed out pretty much monthly, I am trying to use up that sticker book for these inserts. And this is the, like there's no dots, there's no lines. It's totally blank insert from Traveler's Company. So I'll give you a quick flip. And I usually do a tracker, but I'm finding that I don't really need that anymore. I needed it for a while. Huh, my dog turned 6. Yeah, so going forward, I don't think I'm going to have the tracker, or I'm at least going to track a lot less because I don't need it. It used to be a reminder to do like routine things, and I just don't need that reminder anymore. It's a habit. So yeah, nothing pretty about my dailies whatsoever. And here, so I am on break right now, but you know, my first day off was Saturday, so break kind of starts on Saturday. And literally the only thing I cared about that day was to eat toaster strudels when I woke up, which happened. To be honest with you, it's happened several times now, and it has been wonderful. I've missed toaster strudels. I haven't had them in forever. Although I did, it's a few days ago, I sat down to eat toaster strudels for breakfast, and I had 2 of them, and both of them had no filling. They were completely empty. And maybe some people would say, oh, maybe that's your sign to stop eating toaster strudels. But no, I pushed through it and I opened another box and there's been filling in those. So yeah, I haven't done any dailies because I have been on break and I have been so gloriously useless. It's been wonderful. But I do have to do a little planning. So I will do that now with you guys. This was Sunday, and my dad and I went to see my brother and his boys. That was a really nice visit. So I used to always, what did I used to do? Oh, I would draw a box and then I would check it out. And then I stopped doing that years ago and started just making a dot and putting an X through the dot when my task was done. But when I started my journey of messy dailies, I found that when I would first complete a task, I would put a little check mark, like did it. But then later I would say, oh, like it just didn't look done. And I I don't know, I would kind of linger on whether or not I did it. So now I just completely cross it out, and that means it's done, not that it's canceled. And then when something's like canceled, I literally just scribble it out. So I know that that means this said buy water and cough drops. I put a check and I crossed out water because I did buy water, but thank God I stopped being sick, so I didn't need any more cough drops. It's been rough. It's been a rough, I don't know, 6 months, less than that, since I started teaching second grade. I'm not a new teacher, but I am new to like elementary grades. Man, it's rough. I was sick all the time, but finally it turned around. So no more cough drops for a while. Although I probably should still buy some because I'm gonna get sick again, and then I'm not gonna have any cough drops. So yeah. So yeah, this was a nice visit. Okay, I'm sorry if this little charm is like super loud. I should put something down on my desk because it's really annoying. It's annoying for me, so I would imagine it's annoying for you too. Okay, so maybe I can tuck it in there. There we go. That's better. Okay, I'm gonna try to stay in frame, but I'm not one of those people that will like write at an awkward angle for the sake of the frame. I'm sorry. I can't do it. So Monday was yesterday. I'm going to write down what I did so that I know it happened. I cleaned the kitchen and we had ravioli for dinner. I feel like I did more than that. What else did I do? Oh, I made banana squares. Okay. And then let's see. Today I need to run the dishwasher, film video, which is happening. Oh, I need to do some laundry. And let's see, tomorrow I have a 6:15 hair appointment. I didn't even realize she was open that late. I'm gonna get 2 or 3 inches cut off my hair. It's been a long time. Like, my hair is long. It really won't be too short, even if I get that much cut off. And I'm gonna get my highlights redone. I'm sick of my students telling me that I have brown hair. I do not have brown hair. I have blonde hair. Granted, it has gotten darker over the years, but I am still a blonde, and I need to remind them by artificially highlighting it. So that's what we're gonna do. Thursday, I have a doctor appointment at 4 p.m. and maybe I can pop in and see my nephews after that, because the doctor and my nephews live kind of far away and pretty close together. So it just makes sense to try to get the most out of that drive. And then Friday, I have my uncle's funeral. And that's at 6:30. And it's like 2.5 hours away. And I have to pick my dad up to go. So I'm going to say leave by 2:30 at the latest. Yeah, that's going to be a long drive. A lot of driving. And then driving back in the dark, which I don't love. But what are you going to do? And then let's see. Saturday. I'm going to put plan lessons. But I might push that off until Sunday. I hate having to work from home, but I got to show up to the classroom with a game plan. Can't just wing it. I think that's it. I think that's all I need to put in here. Oh, today is a litter change day, and tomorrow is garbage day. We should probably put the garbage cans out tonight because they have been coming too early and we have been missing it. Okay, I think that's everything. So yeah, there's a short little plan with me and a peek into what I've been doing in here. And this, by the way, so let me show you. So I have this weekly inserts on the actual string in this TN. The monthly is tucked into the front here of this plastic cover, and then the daily is also tucked in the back, and it has a little pocket here and a little secretarial pocket here, and then it actually slides into that back of the cover. So the cover, let me move this. The cover is this. I think it's a pack of 6 on Amazon. This one I already trimmed a little bit and taped with packing tape because it's a little bit taller than what I need it to be. But this is actually for your passport, like for traveling. It is the cheapest vinyl option ever if you use passport size. I can't recommend it enough. I can fit comfortably 2 passport inserts from Traveler's Company. I can't speak for other makers, but I can fit 2 in here comfortably. One in the back, one in the front. You just close it up together. You can poke a hole if you want, which is what I did in the one that I'm using right now. But to make it wider, which is what I did to hold the 3 inserts, I just cut it right here and then separated it out a little bit, however much I needed it to be, and then I used packing tape. I just put a piece down this way, trimmed it, flipped it over, and then, so then you would have like a gap here that's all sticky. You'd put another piece of packing tape down, trim it, and it just widens it a little bit so you can fit more in it, and voila. Absolutely love it. And considering that the Traveler's Company covers only have the one elastic, it's perfect for me. I really, really love it. Now, if you don't want to go that route, let me show you what I do in my journal. I'm going to do a whole other video, probably multiple videos on my journal. This is a camel cover from Traveler's Notebook, or Traveler's Company. So for this one, I use another weekly insert, and this is for gratitude and like favorite memories. I just write something in each day. This one is on the longer elastic, so that stays in there. And then my journal, I put a little adhesive pocket on the back, and oh, I have this in my other one as well. And then I put a pen loop on this piece of paper. It's like cardstock, and I slipped it in here, so that's my pen loop. And then I also tuck my journal right here, and it stays in just fine. This is a little small because I cut it myself before I had any actual inserts, but I'm trying to fill it up before I move on to something else. So yeah, the dimensions are a little wacky on this, but yeah, so this is the one that I actually put like deco in and get kind of crafty with. So it's a lot easier to work in this when I take it out. So I just keep it tucked in the back there. So if you don't want to spend more money and you have adhesive pockets and you only use like 2 inserts, you can easily do that, and it's still super easy to take in and out. Okay. So I think that's it, guys. Thank you so much for joining me, and I will be doing some plan with me's and some journal with me's, so stay tuned for that, and I hope you have a great day. I'll see you soon. Bye-bye.